Okay, so first of all, yes, this didn't come out this week. This is actually Daredevil is actually a suggestion from Wellington from the Comic Book Lowdown, and I'm really glad I decided to get what he told me to get because I really liked it. But before we get on to Daredevil, um, if you can hopefully tell, the quality camera is different because I discovered my phone takes better video than my camera, and it doesn't have a 9 minute limit to record, because my other camera has a 9 minute 59 second limit. This one doesn't, so that's awesome. And second, the only actually downside about using this camera is that means these videos might take even longer to come out because I have to transfer it to my computer through Dropbox because for some reason, that's actually my other camera turning off. I forgot that I left it on. For some reason, the wire to connect this to my computer, just my phone doesn't want to connect to anything as a USB device, which sucks. But at least Dropbox is there, so that's good. Anyways, it's Wednesday, the 26th, I believe. And yes, like I said, this didn't come out, but Wellington from the Comic Book Lowdown, talked to him on a comment, which I was going to reply to, his last one. Just completely forgot. But he recommended, to start reading Daredevil. I'm missing out and stuff. And I asked him, where should I start if I want to read Daredevil? And he said issue 28. Or he highly recommended issue 28, more towards, I guess, the last issue that came out, which would be 30 or something. And I'm glad I got it because, first of all, when I started reading it, I didn't know what was going on. But as I got more into it, and by the end of it, I was like, this is actually really good. I'm enjoying this a lot. I like it. I want to get the next issue. I don't know if my store has the next issue. I actually had to ask for this, and the guy I go to buy my stuff, he went to get it in the back, so hopefully he has it, and maybe I'll go pick up a few more issues on the weekend. Maybe I'll go back and get the trade so I can catch up from the beginning. I don't know, but I do like it, and if I can catch up to where they are right now, I probably will. And that's all I've really got to say about that. So thanks for the recommendation, and yeah. So next, Infinity Superior Spider-Man team up, and before I say anything about this, this was better than Avengers issue 20, which was another Infinity tie-in, but I'll get into that in a second. This basically is still, another the battle's still going on in, I believe it's Midtown, New York. I'm not 100% sure. But it's happening in New York, basically. And the same people from, what was it? Mighty Avengers, the new one. They're in it, and they are basically just, beating up these guys right here. There's this other girl who's like in a library or something. Well, her friend goes to tell her, hey, they're evacuating us, we gotta leave. And she's like, yeah, I'll be right behind you. And then when she goes for the door, it's locked, and there's a weird light, and she turns into lightning, which is kind of interesting. It was out of nowhere. I didn't understand what was happening, but she didn't understand what was happening, so that's understandable. Spider-Man gets a call about something going on, and he goes, confronts her, and tries to lead her back into the battle, and all this stuff. That's pretty much the best summarization I've got without spoiling that much in it. It was definitely a good issue. I really do like the invasion issues, and by invasion I mean the Earth aspect of Thanos attacking Earth part more than the builders in space battle part. And with that small segue, we'll get into Avengers issue 20. I don't know if I was supposed to read the last issue of Avengers. Like I said, I didn't get it, and I couldn't get it because they're sold out where I go. This was, overall, I'll say it was alright. It wasn't great. It wasn't particularly good, but it wasn't horrible or bad either. For the tie-in anyway, maybe I'm missing something because of the last issue, so maybe that's why I didn't understand it so clearly. But, best way to put it, people getting rescued, uh, and meetings trying to figure out what the next move is for the invasion and everything. Captain America says something at the very end which kind of surprised me, but that was pretty much the only really big shocker for me in this whole thing. It was alright. It wasn't as good as the last, few Infinity issues I've been reading, so this one will probably be my least favorite, I'll say, of the whole Infinity line so far. At least that I can remember. Like I said, it was alright. It wasn't, particularly amazing or good or anything, but it did its job in the fact that it's a tie-in, I guess. Uncanny Avengers, which I think my issue with Uncanny Avengers is how long it takes for them to come out. Whoa. Eh, that was my hand hitting the tripod. My issue is that I guess they take like a month to come out, don't they? And I guess Batman does the same thing, but I don't know. It's because so much stuff happens in Uncanny Avengers that I'm reading Infinity and stuff that don't even tie into it, and then I'm kind of forgetting what's happening in Uncanny Avengers, and I I mean it, even this time I kind of forgot the Four Horsemen and everything that was going on, and I was reading it, I was like, oh yeah, that's what's happening, this is what's going on, so maybe that's why I'm not enjoying it as much, maybe, I'm thinking I'll probably like this more in a trade, more than just issues. Other than that, it wasn't a bad issue either, it was alright, it wasn't great, but like I said, it's probably because of the reading just too separated, but basically, Scarlet Witch, Wanda confronts Wonder Man about rapturing all of the mutants and going to Jupiter and starting their own thing. That way, Red Skull can't take over the world. Um, that's pretty much the underlying main story of it. Everything else doesn't matter as much. I mean, it matters, but it. I'm probably trying to think. I know there was parts with Captain America, Havoc, and I forget her name, Janet, Wasp. There was parts there, they were doing something. The Uncanny X-Men did make an appearance, which I thought was pretty cool, because they were all drawn and all nice and stuff, so I will say the art is still, pretty good. I hope they actually have more to do with it. It would be cool that after Infinity there's maybe like some type of crossover here or something. We did get a glimpse of the future, which is pretty cool. The future where Red Skull has taken over anyway. And aside from that, it was more like a lead-up issue than anything. So like I said, it's probably good if read, maybe even great if read all together at once. With the month separations, I forget things, but it's, so that's why I'm saying it's only good, not great, but that's my best way to explain that issue. And Wolverine and the X-Men, issue 36, Battle of the Atom Part 5, and I will say right now I have not read one single issue of Wolverine and the X-Men. I was planning on getting the hardcovers at one point, but haven't done it. And I liked it. Once again, Battle of the Atom, I enjoyed it. Definitely probably my favorite thing of the week. I really wish I could have gotten the variant. But I didn't even ask for it. I was like, I don't want to spend the extra money. But even this cover looks pretty awesome, in my opinion. We got both Cyclopses attacking Wolverine and the future Iceman. All three versions of Iceman over here. By now, if you're reading Battle of the Atom, you should know. If not, small spoiler alert. Jean fighting Jean, her grown-up self. And Rachel fighting Deadpool, apparently, while everybody else is just like leaping. That's okay then. So basically, this leads off where the last issue ended, where the White Queen and Jean Grey, adult, future, past Jean Grey, whatever you want to call her, were going to have a psychic battle. So basically, it was the Cuckoos, all three of them, Emma Frost, and young Jean Grey versus adult Jean Grey. So there's that psychic battle going on. Everybody else snaps out of that, like, freezing thing she did to all of them. So Scott and all of them are now aware of what's going on. And when Wolverine and all of them show up, there is, like, a small battle. It's not really that big. but you know, the stuff does go down. Adult Jean Grey, you know, they take on, what's the best way to put it? I don't want to spoil it, but she does kind of convince the other Jean on why they need to go back. I'll put it that way. You'll see how that happens, which was really cool. But she does kind of convince them going back, but Magic discovered something, and she goes and gets past Iceman and past Beast, and takes them to the future, where, you know, Adult Jean, Kitty Pryde, and all of them are from, and she shows them the future, and the future is not what they thought it was going to be. So they're realizing something is definitely wrong here, and Magic doesn't want anybody going anywhere until she figures it out. And the last page kind of confused me because I didn't completely understand that picture. I mean, it looked cool. I think I know what's going on. Don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't read it yet. But I will say the last page, last picture kind of confused me. Don't really get it, but it was definitely my favorite issue of the week so far. Everything else on this here I haven't read yet, like always, but I was going to say this last week, completely forgot. If anyone who watches this wants me to actually do a small review on the ones I'm about to show right now, just leave a comment, and then I'll post a video with these three, or maybe I'll do them next week, and I'll just do it like that, you know, with these videos or something. Anyways, Nova, issue 8, Infinity tie-in. Really been liking Nova, so hopefully, you know, this will be good, just like all the other issues. Don't know. We'll read it later, when I have time. Guardians of the Galaxy, issue 6. Again, I haven't read it, so I think the interesting part is this hasn't come out since Infinity started, and it's on Infinity tie-in, so that's kind of interesting. I was kind of thinking they were going to go with an Infinity tie-in. Maybe they will in the next issue. I don't know. But, yeah, I didn't actually even know this came out today. This and Uncanny Avengers, especially. This I found out came out last night, and then Uncanny Avengers, I just saw it on the shelf, and I was like, that came out today? Really? And the only 3D cover to end the 3D cover villain month is Bane. So, Batman issue 23.4. So I did get all the Batman 3D covers. He had a couple other ones, but I didn't want to spend more money. And yeah, that is my little pickups for the week. I will hopefully have my Ultimate Spider-Man review up Saturday again. I might miss every other Saturday. I'm not really sure, just because of busyness and stuff. But we'll see. Anyways, I hope you liked it. Tell me if you guys enjoyed the quality. If anyone cares to comment on that, like if this camera looks better than the last video. I don't know. But yeah, that's that. And if you have any questions and stuff, comments, leave them. Like video if you want. Subscribe if you want. You know how all that works. And I will see you next week with the same redundant comic book pickups. Yay! I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright then. Have a great week, I guess. Yeah, bye.